Look at this.
G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of The Lapping Life. I'm Rochelle.
And I'm Brody, and on this episode, we're excited, aren't we, Rochelle?
So keen.
We are just leaving Exmouth today, and we're heading over the south side. So we've got 2 nights booked at Yardie Creek Caravan Park, and then heading over to God's Country. We've got 4 nights at North Lefroy and 2 nights at Winderabandi Point over in the Ningaloo station.
Yeah.
So it is gonna be a good episode. Heaps of snorkeling, heaps of fishing, exploring Yardie Creek, and it's gonna be a ripper.
Bloody oath.
So we'll get on driving. We've got to fill up with a little bit of water first and a little bit of fuel, and we'll see you there.
If you're looking for water whilst in Exmouth, this one is just off the main street and it's $2.50 for 50 litres. That's pretty good, but the only thing that almost stuffed us up, it has like a big sort of tap thing. I'll show you. What would you call that, Broads? Just like a bigger connection.
Yeah, so this is what you usually hook onto your normal taps and stuff like that. So I just unscrewed that, and then it's just like, yeah, whatever comes with it pretty much. So it's just like pretty much straight out of the nozzle. Clipper on there.
Happy days. Oh, also it has a card facility, which is like gold for us travellers, because giving away our 1s and 2s is just not fun. You need them. You need them for everyday life, though.
Yes, for washing. Charles
Yes.
wouldn't be happy.
Card, so good. Whoa!
And it's gone.
And she goes. We're gonna go snorkel oyster stacks today, but before we do that, we dropped into the Millering Discovery Centre just to check the tide times, because you have to snorkel oyster stacks at high tide.
It has to be over 1.2 metre tide.
It does, yeah.
Yes, because we heard a story this morning just in the coffee shop, and they went snorkeling there. It must have been on a lower tide or something like that, and they got pretty cut up because obviously oyster stacks, there's a lot of oysters around, the shell's pretty sharp and stuff, so they do suggest you to just drop in here or just take notice of the tides before you snorkel there. But anyway, we're pretty excited. Our first little stop to go snorkeling, which will be pretty good, hopefully. And
then we're planning on doing Turquoise Bay as well, so we'll see how we go with what the day brings and how long it takes. But
yeah, first stop, oyster stacks. So we're just quickly going to suss it out, because we went out on a fishing charter the other day and we saw so many sharks and stuff, and we've heard some stories that there's a fair few sharks kicking around just snorkeling wise. We don't like sharks.
No. I like having my limbs.
Yeah, so there's not a heap of people here this morning, so we're just going to see what the water's doing and see if there's any other people in the water, which might give us a bit more confidence. Alright, there's a couple of people in the water, so that's giving us the all clear. Low key, it looks freezing. Not super excited to get into this freezing cold water. Everybody else has got bloody wetsuits and everything on. But see how we go.
That was absolutely magical. That was so good.
It was awesome.
It was so good.
That's definitely 100% the best place that we've snorkeled so far on the trip.
Absolutely. We literally like put our head on it. We literally we literally put our heads under the water and fish Straight away?
Yeah, straight away. Just a massive school of like big fish.
Big fish.
And like, I don't know what fish they are. You know.
Just big fish.
Yeah. But they were just straight up, boom, there. Yes. And it just didn't stop.
It didn't. And like the coral up here in the Ningaloo, it's just thriving. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah, there was stuff going on everywhere. Fish.
Literally.
Bloody
oyster stacks.
Oyster stacks, and you'll see in all the footage, obviously, but it was really clear too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the visibility was pretty good today.
Yeah, compared to sort of the other few places we've been. But if it's going to be anything like this, I'll tell you, like all the other spots, it's going to be ridiculous, isn't it?
So good. And you can totally tell that we're Victorians because we're straight in the water. It is like a bath to us, how warm it is, the water.
I was a bit concerned.
Yeah, we were.
It did look a lot colder, or look like it was going to be a lot colder than it was. But we jumped straight in the water and it was bloody warm as.
Like a bath.
You could tell we were the only Victorians there. Everybody else was in wetsuits and complaining about how cold it was, and we were like, oh yeah, this isn't
straight
too bad.
in, yeah. Like, you don't know cold water until you've had Victorian beaches, honestly.
Oh my god, you freeze and that stuff, don't you? Another thing, right? I think we cheaped out on our flippers and snorkel gear too, because we had a lot of people passing us, just, you know, big flippers and just like
so graceful.
Yeah, so graceful and everything, and here we are just going, yeah.
Just flat knuckle.
You happen to use our hands and bloody flapping around like we're all over the shop.
So funny.
So I reckon we might need to upgrade them.
Yeah, we only bought like really cheap ones at the start of the trip, just, you know, $50 sort of set. But anyway, we are actually at Osprey Bay now. We just jumped out of the water, drove down, and we're gonna park up here for the day, cook up some lunch.
I'm keen for food anyway.
Yeah, guess what we're having?
Chicken wraps.
We're all checked into Yardie Creek Homestead now, but after we left Osprey Bay, we went to look at the Yardie Creek River crossing just to suss it out. And for those that don't know what a Yardie Creek river crossing is, it's
a creek crossing that's like a tidal river, and then you can only pass it on low tide. So we were sort of, you know, second guessing ourselves. We're like, oh, we may as well go for a bit of a look and see, just to sort of check it out. And we didn't really get our confidence up when we saw someone stuck in the middle.
And the water was like up to their canopy.
Yes. They
were full on bogged right in the middle.
Yeah, he was quite stuck in the middle, and there was a few people trying to help him out. They did try some snatch straps and whatnot, but I think in the end they gave up, and he was just going to have to wait until low tide.
Dig himself out,
which was a bummer.
Yeah,
so it was not really a confidence booster for us.
We're planning on doing that in 2 days' time, so
we'll definitely go on low tide and just see what it entails.
Good morning, guys. We're here at Pilgrim Manor. I think that's how it's pronounced. Braze has just gone for a little fish, see if he can catch something, but we went and checked out Turquoise Bay as well on the way to here, just to sort of like suss it out a bit, because it kind of like scares the shit out of me, like, because you have to snorkel with a drift, and so if you don't sort of like get out of the water at a certain time, the drift like takes you into the ocean. So really scary, but no, we went and had a look at it and it looks totally fun. It's like a big marker where you actually have to get out of the water, so that's before the water starts turning and going out. Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of a fish here for a couple of hours, and then we'll probably head towards Turquoise Bay. All right, update on Broad's fishing adventures. What'd you catch?
0.
Got no fish, lost a few lures, just the usual sort of.
It's really starting to get to me. It's starting to really hurt my heart. So this is a cry for help. Anybody, anybody with any tips, any tricks, any good spots to go, any bloody lure suggestions, hit us up. I need to just catch one fish by myself without having to go on a charter.
Heaps of fish.
A decent fish, how about that?
But anyway, we are gonna try and snorkel Osprey Bay first instead of Turquoise Bay. So we've come there now and...
Just to double check if there's any fish in the ocean after my little session.
So yeah, we're just here at Osprey Bay now and we'll have a quick snorkel and then we'll head to Turquoise Bay later this arvo.
Alrighty guys, a change of plans.
As usual.
We've decided to dry off a bit and go for a bit of a walk. So we're only 10 k's from Yardie Creek, so we've decided to go and do the Yardie Creek Gorge Trail and nature walk. So it's a 2.6k round trip and it explores the Yardie Creek Gorge. So yeah, dry off, heat up probably, and then we'll want to go jump back in the water and go to Turquoise Bay for another snorkel. Now, the nature walk, which is the first sort of half of the walk, is really good. So anybody could really do that. You can wear whatever type of footwear you wanted to wear. But this little bit extra, this gorge walk here, the class 4, they say, is a little bit more hectic. I'd say we're runners, just be a bit more careful because it's not really a super well marked out track. We didn't really bring too much footwear, so Shells is in her thongs. But I'm pretty well covered. I've locked the hubs in on the Crocs. 4-wheel drive mode, we're going pretty well. Got a little bit of rock scrambling, some loose rocks and whatnot to get through. But I think at the end of this track here, we'll have an awesome spot of this gorge, and it'll be all worth it anyway. Well, we just got back in the car and I would highly recommend that walk.
It's good, not like in the middle of the day when it's...
Yeah, when it's super hot. We're back in the car, back in the aircon. We're going back in the water.
Yeah, to snork.
Turquoise Bay bound.
Alright, we're just walking down the beach a little bit, about to start this drift snorkeling session, and I am quietly crapping my dax. Just don't want to be pushed out to sea, you know? But hopefully there's some good stuff underwater. We'll see you under the water.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea, cannot take this anymore. There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid.
This is the sign where it sort of tells you about the current. This is what we were talking about a bit earlier, but I'll give you a look. If you can see it.
You obviously got a snorkel either side here, so like the water drifts into here, and then you want to get out these two signed markers, otherwise that's you.
Danger. Looks good, but no.
Good morning, guys. We just popped the drone up on our way to the Yardie Creek river crossing this morning and got some pretty good footage, but we're going to go check out the crossing this morning and just evaluate sort of our plans, because if we don't cross it, we have a 2-hour drive around the point, so it's a shortcut for us, but we will evaluate it when we get there. The tide is a little bit higher than it normally is, so obviously driving in salt water isn't great. We'll check in when we get there, I guess, and see how we go. Hey, how you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to a fella this morning and he said he crossed it a couple of days ago. Yeah, we've had a fair bit of rain when we were in Exmouth, and he said it was like a 0.8 metre tide when he crossed. He said he did it easy as, but today the lowest tide is a 1.1 metre tide. That's at the lowest, so yeah, we're just going to assess when we get there. We don't really want to get too much salt on the car, and we really don't want to get bogged and stuck there, so yeah, just go have a quick squiz and assess and yeah, see what happens. Alright, we just rocked up, we just jumped out of the car. We're just going to go and have a look at this crossing. It looks a lot better than yesterday. It looks like someone's crossed it already, which is good. Yeah, we'll go for a bit of a walk and see which way we reckon we can attack it. But have a look, it's yeah, it's definitely a lot lower than the other day when we were here. Yeah, that's that. I'm a lot more confident today, let's just say that, hey? I reckon we could nearly do it now, to be honest. Yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. I'm excited now. I was worried. It is a bit soft, isn't it? That's Yachty Creek up there. That's the start of it. They're obviously the boats that you go out for a tour on. But this is good. We've got to come through here, and then there's some real soft sand where this water is, but then you hit this stuff here. It's some good rock. Give it some good traction, which is lucky. And then the tide's still got half an hour to the tide, so water's still going out, which is good. The less water the better, we say. Rocky through here, good. Jump over this a little bit, then more rock. Yeah, we're gonna be sweet. We're gonna be sweet. It's gonna be good. Cut off 2 hours for us, so hopefully it won't take that long to get there. Once we cross here, have to lower the tide pressures down. We're gonna take them to, I reckon, I'll take them to about 20. Just a bit of right foot, I reckon.
He's done it! We have a car. We didn't get washed away with the tides. Woohoo! Let's go see the master driver. Well done! You!
It was actually a little bit underwhelming.
A bit easier?
A bit easier than we thought it was going to be, but sick. 2 hours off the trip. Let's go. Here we go, coming in, just coming over the little ridge to North Lefroy. That point on the right there. And camp host on the left.
Alright, car's beeping at us. Camp hosts weren't home, so you just pop your name and your site number on the little whiteboard and find your little site. So all 31 looks like a ripper spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this is what the campground looks like. We're site 21.
So it's 28.
It's a heap of free spots. Fingers crossed, we've got a good one.
Yeah, 25.
25 in there. Not too bad. It's not really water views though. Ooh, 22. Ooh, 21's on the right, up here.
Oh, baby.
That's promising. Don't mind the mud on the windscreen.
Don't mind if we
Ooh,
do.
Here we are. 21.
We're not right on the water.
Still, those views from our rooftop are going to be
this
insane.
is going to be freaking ridiculous.
Oh, how's that?
How is this for a spot?
You can't really like tell on the GoPro, so we'll hop out and give you a proper look, but first impressions, pretty bloody happy with that. Look how big this bloody site is. Goes like all the way back there. But I'll give you a squiz of the water. First time having a look over the little sand dune here. How is that? A little private walkway to the beach.
Like I said before, there was a fair bit of rain. We've had a fair bit of rain over the last week or so in Exmouth. And I was worried about getting bogged in soft sand, but have a look at the remnants of the Yardie Creek track. There was more bloody water on the road than there was sand, but that was good. Good little track. Was a little bit rocky in bits, but mate, have a look at this. This is great. We got four nights here, and then we do have to move actually. That's another thing. we couldn't get 4 nights in one spot, so we got 2 nights at campsite 21 where we are here, and then 2 at, I think, what's our other campsite that we have?
37.
And at 37, which is supposed to be another spot like this, hopefully, but just a little bit further down towards the entrance. One swap over, but you get that on the big jobs when you've got such a nice spot like this.
And the weather on it.
And the day on it.
Okay.
The weather is supposed to be so good over the next few days as well. Anyway, set up and just enjoy it. Have a look at this, guys. This is our camp here, and have a look.
Better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision.
Oh my god.
How sick is that? We've literally been here 10 minutes. Set up, sat down, and I don't know why, but I just stood up to have a look at the water, and there was like 5 dolphins right on the water here.
You could even like see the fish going through the water that they were hunting. They're so fast.
Yeah, so fast, and it's not very deep here either, which is pretty cool to see as well. But like, mate, this is ridiculous.
Oh, that is just like bucket list stuff right there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing.
So good. 10 minutes of being here, seeing that cool stuff. That's so cool. And literally, like, we could have seen that from the rooftop tent too.
Yeah.
But I hope the vision was all right. I got to see some cool stuff. I got to see a heap of bloody fish jumping out and they were chasing them and all that
Big
sort of stuff. But with the GoPro and the fish eye and all that sort of stuff, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it too well. But mate, that was some once in a lifetime stuff there.
We have woken up in absolute paradise this morning. We've really lucked out with the weather. It has been like 30 degrees yesterday and today, and oh, it's the best. We had pretty crap weather whilst we were in Exmouth. We had torrential rain and winds, so it's actually really nice to see some sunshine. It's just absolutely beautiful. For this arvo, we're just going to have a fish, might go for a snorkel, see if we can catch some squid. Bros is just rigging up the rods now, and just enjoy absolute paradise.
Typical shell with the first fish, hey. Alright, bring her in. Oh, oh, one of those fish that we saw it. How's that? Charlie's first little fishy.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Hey guys, we're all set up at site 40. It's not site 37. I've got no idea where I got that number from. Lucky we double checked. But this is absolutely amazing. I probably think this is better than site 21. Give you a squiz. This bird's just doing some surgery to the rainfly. Like, it's really private, and you've got like a cute little shady area up here. Just, you know, sit and have a read or whatever. It's not like beach views. And we've parked sideways because it's quite windy, so we popped our cooking side out of the wind. But not beach views, but it's literally a really short walk. And there's the beach. And not to mention the sand is just like so soft. Beautiful. So we'll probably go for a fish and a bit of a snorkel this arvo and just like enjoy this magical spot for a couple nights. How bloody good, hey?
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
How good is this, guys? Service with a smile. The camp hosts just come over to us just then and asked if we wanted a fire. And we were like, bloody oath we do. And had a firebox in the back. I had all this wood there. Dropped it off. Happy days. Now we can have a fire.
Alright, we've just rocked up to Winderabandi. First impressions are, oh my god, that water is literally crystal clear, blue as. We are site number 5 and we struggled to actually find our campsite because there's actually no site 5 marker, but we could see the 4 and the 6 one, and obviously 5 goes in between 4 and 6, so we've just placed ourselves here. We're not used to being super close to other people. It is pretty like close together when you get sort of from site maybe 15. You're all sort of just like along the beach. But I mean, like, have a look. We'll give you a squeeze of the water. It's amazing. How good is that?
Yeah, it's bloody beautiful, isn't it?
So good. So we're here for one night and then we have to move to another site because the booking system, everyone knows it sucks. We couldn't get 2 consecutive days on the one site, but not complaining. This place is beautiful.
Definitely living up to its name, Winderabandi.
Yeah, it's very windy, but we'll see how we go with our cooking later. Hopefully we can actually cook something.
Hide behind the car, we'll be right.
Yeah, all good. Happy days.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for 2. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Mate, this place is awesome. We've just come around the round to the tip of the point. out of the wind, and the water is amazing. Have a look at that stuff behind me there. It is ridiculous. It's all sand flats through here, obviously, and then it gets out to the reef out the back, and fella in the boat. I'm so jealous of people with tinnies right now. I just want to get out there and go fishing, but I'm not really having the best luck out fishing off the beach here. But
You are too. You're catching fish every bloody day.
not really. I just got to keep positive. Charles is telling me that I am. Hopefully I'll think that one day. No, we're gonna have a crack here anyway. Yeah, we'll set up, get the chairs out, probably kick back for a little bit. Yeah, so coming from North Lefroy, the road in wasn't too bad until you get to like just before the Winderabandi sign as you enter the point. It's a little bit rocky, and then it goes straight to sand. It's not too bad. We had our tyres down, so we didn't really feel it too much, but it does get pretty soft. But yeah, other than that, we sort of did it all right. There was a fair few sort of pullover points if you're coming past caravans or whatever, so that's not too bad. But we're just coming back around the point now. It's where we're camped. Don't know if you can tell, it has got windy again. I think we might go around the corner there, set up for the day, try to get out of the wind, but yeah, pretty good so far.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let.
Well, that's a wrap, guys. We're going to finish this vlog here. We've just finished our time at Yardie Creek and the Ningaloo station, and we had so much fun, didn't we?
Oh, it was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah, Winderabandi definitely lived up to its name. It was. We found out that it was very windy overnight into the morning, and then about sort of lunchtime it died down, and it was amazing.
Bliss.
It was bliss,
So good.
100%. North Lefroy, I think, would have probably been my favourite. Site 21 we had over at North Lefroy.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, we found it was a bit more protected over there from the wind. But yeah, mate, anything along this coast, if you can get a site along here, it is amazing.
Worth the effort.
It's 100% worth it.
So if you've made it this far in the vlog, well done. It's been a pretty lengthy one, but there's just too much good stuff to not show off. We didn't do a heap of filming at Winderabandi, but hopefully you sort of got the gist of what it's like along there. So
Yeah.
we're off to Karajini next.
Oh yeah, and we are excited. I know we say we're excited about everywhere we go, but every new spot we go is a new experience, and it's bloody awesome.
And everyone says Karajini is amazing, so
Yep, so keep tuned in, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next episode.
thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
I'm always in the